Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you will see this video. It's your brother, your boy, Cos Reps Corner. Like I always say, guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner. In this corner, you are very free to do all you want to do because it's a free corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love.
In today's video, I have come to talk about Yul Edochie and our sister Georgina Onuoha. In case you don't know, Yul Edochie is a Nollywood actor and Georgina is a Nollywood actress. Although for recent times she has not been around in Nigeria, she traveled, but she was once in the Nigeria movie industry. And the reason that brought me here is to share with us what is going on between Georgina and that of Yul Edochie. If you remember back, I don't know if you've seen the comment or you've seen the advice or anything made by Georgina. Georgina had cautioned Yul Edochie when he came out to show us his fourth son and his second wife. If you remember, he came and said it's time to present to the world Star Yul Edochie to the world. My fourth son from my second wife. I don't know if you remember that comment. So when he made that comment, actors and actresses of the Nollywood industry spoke to him, many of them. But will I say, is he unfortunate or fortunate? I don't know how to put. Let me use both fortunate and unfortunate. Gist Lover came out with a list concerning Apostle Johnson Suleiman and some actresses who have been with Apostle Johnson Suleiman allegedly. Okay, so now based on the fact that this lover was the same person who caught Yul Edochie in the first place, I don't know if you understand me. Now Yul Edochie now is feeling that what Gist Lover said was correct, and Yul Edochie now is supporting Gist Lover against all those actresses that were mentioned. But before then, somebody will say, why did he pick this particular name I'm going to have mentioned before, Georgina Onuoha? Because Georgina's name is there. Why did he pick Georgina? Georgina was among those persons who came to him face to face and told him things without looking back. To clear us, let me read what Georgina told him when he presented Judy Austin to us and his fourth son. Georgina said, "My dearest brother, you at Yul Edochie, I appreciate that you acknowledged you wronged your wife May at May Yul Edochie, and I don't recall anyone saying marrying a second wife is a crime. Me too. Our culture permits that, and some Christians take more than one wife. There is a reason why they say process and intent matter." Okay. Then she came again and said, it is one thing to impregnate another woman, adultery. I have always said it. While you are still married without discussing with your wife your desire to marry a second wife, which is our tradition demands. Yes, since you are quoting our tradition on polygamy, have you forgotten there are rules for such engagement? That's Georgina still talking. She continued, most of us have parents who were born into polygamy who will tell you that their mothers brought the new wife home for their husbands, which is a sign of her giving her blessings to her husband. She wrote a very long statement. I'm going to try and read it very fast so that you see where the anger came out. So I bet you know that our culture and tradition, taking a second wife because you impregnated her while still married, is not noble. I have always said it. People will say, "Cosrep, who told the Igbo culture?" Yeah, It's not noble, okay? It is called adultery, and God punished most great men in the Bible. You are quoting for such acts, okay? Let's continue. Marrying the same woman without the knowledge of your wife until she finds out on social media via a blog is the worst kind of betrayal of trust. As in, there is nothing noble in what you did. You don't force polygamy on people when they are not prepared for it. Give them an option. Not everyone has the grace to be a polygamist. That's what he's saying. So both traditionally and scripturally, you failed. I've always said it. I even have a video about this. Georgina is still talking. Let me read the last page. He said, don't justify your indiscretion with impunity by citing religion and tradition. On both counts, you failed. Abraham, our father in faith, got thumbs up from his wife Sarah to lay with Hagar, their slave girl. God punished David when he slept with Bathsheba and killed their first fruit born out of that adultery. So many examples in the Bible regards adultery and its consequences. Let me continue. What you did not glorify our culture and tradition because it was done with impunity and with total disregard for the humanity of your wife. I bet if the table were turned, you wouldn't be singing this same song to getting more fame and are getting endorsement. Then he now end the comment. He said, what it shows is that you have no respect for her and for yourself and kids. I hope you find peace and rest. Zukwani ke Ozugo, rest. Ozugo means rest. That was Georgina's comment to Yul Edochie when he presented us Star Dike and Judy as his second wife. But lo and behold, Gist Lover pasted this list or posted this list. I don't know if you remember the day Gist Lover posted this list. He posted this list on IG and Georgina's name is there. Do you understand? Georgina's name is there. So it's like a kettle now calling pot black. Georgina is saying what he did was wrong because he came out to accept. But Georgina was doing her own secretly with allegedly with our apostle. So you see, it was like a kettle calling pot black, or somebody accusing somebody of what a crime he or she is committing. So after Jesus made that post, you now make this post. Let me read what you posted. He said, okay, you don't reach una turn to collect una con dey say Gist Lover dey carry unverified news. Una say wetin concern Gist Lover inside people matter. Una say Nigerians are quick to insult people without verifying stories. But una follow dey drag me since on top my own matter wey no concern una. Matter wey una no verify the cause. No lie o. Na lie o. No be now e go end o. Everybody go collect woto. Anybody when they mention for apostle matter, make una drag them well since we all want to be mad in this country. My own be say I even noticed that almost all the people mentioned have one thing in common. I will be back with the remaining gist later. Last emoji. If you look at this comment now, immediately it did not mention anybody's name, but Georgina, who had come for him before. Get this matter. Georgina, who had come for him before, knew that he was either referring to her or somebody close to her. Then Georgina came out and wrote on an Instagram, a verified Instagram page. Georgina wrote, "Hello, Yul Edochie. Are you talking to me or about me? I will appreciate if you address me directly and stop beating around the bush. I called you out by your name, darling. You are scared to name me. Poor you. Let me say it again. You were still a child when I attained fame and will remain a child as I sustain it. I will spare you tonight out of the respect for your father I adore, for your faithful wife and grown-up kids and your elder brothers. I will spare them the shame of your uncouth and unscrupulous behavior. At Yul Edochie, unlike you, some of us named by a faceless coward hiding behind keyboards and slandering people are decent people. We are not stray dogs who can't close their legs or zip up our panties, or committing adultery and fathering a child outside wedlock. What a shame. Laugh emoji. You, I never called you out about whatsoever, a faceless blogger at this Lovergram Media said, claiming to be the king of fools, wrote about you. I didn't give a about it. Neither were you called out by anyone, because you committed adultery, fathered a child in the process, and married in hiding without shame. No, it is within your right to flaunt your manhood as you wish. You own up to your adultery and try to justify it. It was the same gist lover who caught you. So let's continue. Darling, I, Georgina Onuoha, called you out because of the insensitive, careless remarks you were making about your wife and comparing yourself to King David. Hence, I needed to educate you more on our culture and religion you were trying to use in justifying your promiscuous life after betraying the wife of your youth who sponsored you when you had nothing. If you remember, this calling himself as King David, I shared it in my channel. You can go and check it when he said he should be addressed as King David. And now Georgina is quoting what I said. Thank you very much, Georgina. Let's continue. At Yul Edochie, you are a baby to me. Hence, I will advise you, receive some common sense and decency, because it is apparent you lack basic self-awareness. Jeez. You should be covering your face in shame. I am still waiting for your so-called at Gist Lover to produce evidence to support his or her unfounded assumptions. You, not everyone is a stray and street dog. Mbano. At this junction, you need a lash around your hand and anointing oil on your medulla oblongata. It is obvious something aren't right with you. Wokem. Again, call me by my name as I am calling you. Fuckery out. What a Petülant. Hey, English will not kill me. English will not kill you. What a petulant and incorrigible. Hey, English will not kill me. What a petulant and incorrigible man child. Wow. Oh boy, you Edochie that finished you. Only you want petulant. Only you want incorrigible man child. You Edochie, your own is finished. Your own is finished. So that was what happened because of the advice that Georgina Onuoha gave to Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie was so blunt in coming out to tackle Georgina indirectly, because Georgina was the only one that made those statements he was trying to point at using pidgin. If you notice, he didn't use correct English. He used pidgin language. And you know, if you are using pidgin language, Nigerians understand where you are coming from and where you are going to. If he had used English language, I know he would have said something similar or quoted somebody. Okay, so that was what happened, and Georgina came after him without wasting time. Like Georgina said, Georgina was already in the industry before Yul Edochie came in, so she was right when she said she had already made fame before Yul Edochie entered. That was no lie. That was no lie at all. It wasn't a lie. It was a very founded truth, and Yul Edochie himself knows that bitter truth. So immediately Georgina made that comment, and people came to cheer her up in the comment section, and I will try and take about a few comments so that we can know what they told her. The first person here said, he's still a baby when you became famous. You hear him? He was still a baby when Georgina became famous. When legends are speaking, you know them by their words. Go mama, you understand? Then she replied, don't mind that idiot. No, don't mind the idiot. Then somebody came again and said, defamation of character with Nigerian bloggers without consent evidence, without content evidence. Anyways, fear conscience, fears say it was a mistake, it was a clear conscience, fears no accusation. This is deep and fearless. Respect. The next came and said, this my sister, you get bad mouth to laugh emoji and run. The next one came and said, oh my god, shock, you are spicy girl, stop bothering yourself about Pastor Suleiman. I personally believe you, and I believe some of you didn't go there too, but some of course must have gone there for some other things, so they are lumping everyone together by association. That is what I believe. I also do not believe that the pastor is genuine. Too many scandals associated with him. There has to be something. So that was what somebody said. The next came and said, I like your gut, very shameless entity. Petülant Inćorrigible is a lion that gave birth to a goat, always behaving like someone that is under a spell, of which is under a spell. I've also said it before. The other one came and said, I still wonder what his wife is doing with him. I wish she could leave him for the bag of cement. Those two deserve each other. Another came and said, you shredded him and his third leg into tiny pieces. Laugh emoji, mocking emoji. The next came and said, even though I feel there is a bit truth in the story, I am convinced you and some others like Ruth Kadiri cannot be like that. So don't mind them, mama. By their fruit we shall know them. A good fruit can never produce evil. Mama, calm down and ignore. I disagree. Okay, I disagree with you sometimes. Oh, but for this one, I agree with you. The next came and said, are you talking to me or about me? Laugh emoji. That was how Georgina started. Then the next person came and said, my love for her has increased. Love emoji. Then let's take the last statement before we go. The next person came and said, point made. You are a lady. Please maintain a dignified silence. This is so unnecessary. The next came and said, peace is never an option. Laugh emoji. Bold as a lion. Laugh emoji. The other one came and said, I love this woman. Clap emoji. The next person came and said, this one too hot, ma'am. Reduce the heat. The next came and said, fire. Yul Edochie just grown man with a brain of a baby. I'm telling you, it's not his fault. He's under his spell. You guys should understand that. He's under his spell. I like your gut. Laugh emoji. Respect emoji. Thumbs up. And the next one came and said, that on period. Full stop. Then the last quote I will take here. He say, when Regina Daniel got married to a married man, all of una when be women no see anything wrong in it. I don't know why women are always having obiojo towards men. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. So guys, that's the confrontation from Georgina to Yul Edochie, and that was the genesis. I've given us the genesis to where it is now. So and I know that more actresses will still come to him or come for him because of what he said, because he was like trying to tell them that what Jesus is saying is true, because peradventure Jesus was the one that caught him when he did a secret marriage with Jodie Austin. So that's just all I've come to share with you guys. I've come to the end of this video. I want to thank all of us for having watched this extent. I really do appreciate us. Please guys, be with me on the 2nd of August as I celebrate my anniversary. Till I come away next time till you see me on your screen, guys. I leave all of us in peace.